Thanks for being with us at 11. I'm Jack Thurston in for Brian and Lauren. Early voting in New York State's primary election begins in less than a month, and North Country voters will be choosing candidates for the general election for that closely watched race for the 21st congressional district. It is hotly contested between some new faces from both sides of the political aisle who are right now working to really get their names out there. Jackson Stover's live in the newsroom now. Jackson, to sort of demonstrate how high the interest is in this race, there was an event tonight in Vermont supporting one of the New York candidates?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jack. Democrat Blake Gendebien, a dairy farmer, met with Vermont Democrats in Burlington this evening, a group including political leaders, farmers, and business people. They told us rural Vermont and northern New York are quite similar, and they want to help the neighboring congressional district contribute to a shakeup on Capitol Hill.
This is a campaign on the North Country, on Lake Champlain.
And now it's expanding beyond the New York side of the lake. Democrat Blake Gendebien looking to grow support in the congressional district neighboring New York 21, as he looks to flip the North Country seat from red to blue.
We need a balance.
Vermont Senator Peter Welch attended a Gendebien event in Burlington Friday evening. A year ago, Welch participated in a rally in Plattsburgh and argues that if the GOP holds onto that seat, Vermont would suffer.
We need people like Blake to be in Congress standing up for everyday people, including farmers.
Republican Elise Stefanik was first elected to represent the district in 2014, but is not seeking another term. That has Democrats around the country optimistic that if they can gain another seat, it will help them take control of Congress.
I think you saw Representative Stefanik really change over time and become very connected to this MAGA movement, and I think she left the district behind.
Marie Audette is a dairy farmer in Vermont's Addison County and believes the seat across the lake from her should be filled with someone who has the residents of small, rural communities in mind.
The North Country and Vermont, we're a lot alike. And, our farm is not that different than Blake's farm, so that's how we know each other. We understand the rural economy. We understand our value, in the North Country.
Madeline Kunin, Vermont's first and only female governor, anxious to see races like this one influence more people to get out to the polls this year, especially young people.
The farmers are eager to help him and push him over the edge and lend them the Democratic side. There's so much at stake in this election.
Gendebien won't be running uncontested. Stuart Amorel will be on the Democratic ticket. Dylan Hewitt was also planning to run, but dropped out in March.
Gendebien declined to speak to NBC5 News tonight. His team said the gathering was not designed to be a media event. Back to you.
Well, Jackson, we should point out that New York Republicans have previously rejected this type of outside influence. They've said that this should stay a North Country election and have predicted that the seat will stay red. What's the latest on the Republican candidates in this primary?
Well, Jack, right now there are two leading GOP candidates. They're retired Marine Corps Colonel Robert Smullen, who currently represents parts of the North Country and the Mohawk Valley in the state assembly, and Anthony Constantino. He's the CEO of the company Sticker Mule, and he just got a big endorsement this week. President Trump announced on social media that he's backing Constantino. We should note that the president won the 21st district in all three of his presidential campaigns. Meantime, the New York Republican and Conservative parties are both backing Smullen. In a social media post yesterday, Smullen wrote, quote, "Anthony Constantino isn't a conservative," and said New York deserves a conservative fighter. Elise Stefanik has not yet formally announced an endorsement. Jack.
All right, Jackson Stover live in the newsroom tonight. Thank you.